The best things to do in Hobart, Tasmania. Hobart is the capital city of Tasmania, a beautiful Australian island that has some of the most stunning nature and wildlife on our planet. Even though Hobart is not a large city, what it lacks in size it makes up for in diversity. In this video, we cover some of the very best things to do in Hobart. Hobart is the most southern city in Australia, located on the island state of Tasmania. Whether you're enticed by the warm southern hospitality, the stunning landscapes, the need to breathe some of the world's cleanest air, or the promise of incredibly fresh and creatively prepared local produce, you need to experience Hobart. There is so much more to Tasmania than just its capital city. So with that in mind, we also share suggestions for how to see the best of Hobart in one day, as well as tips for how to spend 2 or 3 days in Hobart. There are many ways to spend your time in Hobart. From exploring the art scene, taking in incredible views, or getting in touch with nature, there is something here for everyone. In this video, you can find a nice mix of the very best places to see in Hobart and its surroundings. So no matter what your interests are, there's always something that's right for you. Here are the best things to do in Hobart. Heritage City Walk. Whether you choose to discover Hobart's heritage as you wander the city streets, join an organized tour, or loosely follow a self-guided walking map with detours for food, coffee and other things that attract your attention along the way as we did, you really do need to take the time to appreciate this early Australian settlement and the substantial remaining architecture from the period. The Heritage Tasmania self-guided tour is one example of what is available. Either follow the map, or for extra insight follow along on the accompanying podcast. Salamanca Markets. With Tasmania's fresh air and growing reputation for artisan producers and growers, it's not surprising that markets are an essential part of experiencing Hobart. With around 300 open-air stalls every Saturday from 8:30 a.m., the Salamanca market is diverse and extremely popular. There's produce, artisan products, crafts, clothing, live music and plenty of ready-to-eat options to enjoy as you wander around or in the nearby parks and waterfront. Mona, the Museum of Old and New Art. Whether you are an art lover or an occasional gallery visitor, Mona has become a part of the Hobart landscape. You really do need to make the trip out, if only for the great location, design and impressive views. With some excellent restaurants and fabulous modern architecture, it's a destination as much as an art collection. Mona is a high-technology gallery. None of the exhibits have labels or information sheets. Instead, you are given a device that's a similar size to your phone with headphones to get information on each display. To be honest, it's a bit annoying to carry around, and I was surprised that there wasn't a phone app alternative to download. Not in the Android store anyway. The curation of the collection is eclectic, with a well-documented bent towards shock value. I don't think it would be possible to not notice the entire hallway of genitals or the room-sized poop machine, but there is much more to the collection than the more sensationalized pieces. Mount Wellington. The backdrop to Hobart is Mount Wellington, also known by its Aboriginal name of Kanani that can be simply translated as Mountain. At 1,271 meters above sea level, it's a dramatic sight and can offer some incredible views out over the city and harbor. Do plan your visit well though. It's been known to snow on the mountain even during summer, and it spends a lot of time shrouded in cloud that can completely block out any view. There are many recreational options on the mountain, including hiking and mountain biking. At the top there's an all-weather lookout to shelter from the elements. Metro buses don't run to the top, but there are a variety of tour and shuttle options available to get up there. Take a day trip to the Port Arthur Historic Site. The largest and most complete of the World Heritage Australian convict sites is located at Port Arthur, about 90 minutes from the city. This is an excellent day trip, or stay longer to explore the area, as you certainly won't see it all in the one day. We didn't rent a vehicle on this visit, so took this tour including transfers, entry and the cruise. I'll add a full post on Port Arthur and the tour soon. Take a cruise on the River Derwent. The Derwent River flows over 200 kilometres from Lake St Clair in Tasmania's Central Highlands, down through the city of Hobart until it joins the Tasman Sea at Storm Bay. The forested banks were once settled by Tasmania's Aboriginal communities. Later they were farmed by European settlers, and today there is a mix of industry, recreation, fishing and transportation taking place along its length. There are several options to take a short cruise on the lower river, and it's well worth getting out in the bay to see the city from the water. We did the trip up to Mona on their camo catamaran on a gorgeous sunny day, and it really is very beautiful. Wildlife experiences. Tasmania has some wonderful native wildlife to enjoy if you have the opportunity to get out of the city. You have a better chance of seeing platypus and wombats here than most other places in Australia, and it's the only place you'll find the Tasmanian devil or birds such as the 40-spotted pardalotes. On the water, you may spot an extensive range of seabirds, penguins, seals, dolphins and whales. We were lucky enough to even get 2 separate sightings of an albino wallaby on Bruny Island. If time doesn't allow you to get too far afield and you want to learn more about Tasmanian wildlife, then Bonorong Wildlife Sanctuary is the place to go. See the Tasmanian devil, koalas and wombats up close and learn about them through informative talks by the keepers. You can walk in a field of kangaroos and hand feed them here too, which is a great experience if you haven't seen them up close before. Visit Bruny Island. Bruny is really 2 islands, North Bruny and South Bruny, joined by this sandy isthmus with a hillock in the middle. Climb the 238 steps to the lookout at the top of the hill for incredible views out over both sides. The island is spectacularly beautiful, rugged in parts, quiet and serene in others. The beaches are just beautiful and mostly deserted. It would be a remote place to live, crossing to the mainland for supplies that you didn't grow or catch yourself, but a day wasn't nearly enough out here. We'd love to come back with our own vehicle and a few days to spare. In the hillside, as you climb up, there are many holes that are the burrows of muttonbirds and fairy penguins. Tunnels have been built from the water under the road to prevent the penguins from getting hurt as they come ashore to their burrows in the evening. These are only a few of the wildlife attractions the island has to offer. There are seals, dolphins, many other seabirds, wallabies including the rare white and albinos, colorful birds and echidna. There are plenty of places to eat and pick up some handcrafted pantry staples and freshly caught or harvested seafood too. Yes, I could be very happy spending some more time out here.